This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by HostGator Web Hosting.
Eric Cantor is the Speaker of the House there, and not the Speaker of the House, the House Majority Leader. And Eric Cantor is, I think, emblematic of what is wrong, why Republicans should not in any way be taken seriously. Eric Cantor is exactly the reason why we can't take Republicans seriously on the economy. And let me explain why. So Eric Cantor has come out now and said that, first of all, he's there at the Faith and Freedom Conference because that's where all the Republicans are. And Haley Barbour, who's at the Faith and Freedom Conference, has now come out against Eric Cantor. Significant. Haley Barbour, the governor of Mississippi. Because Eric Cantor has come up with this proposal. There you see Haley Barbour. Eric Cantor has come up with this proposal that we can't keep paying for natural disasters like the tornadoes in Alabama and the tornadoes in Joplin and going back to hurricane damage to Mississippi, as Haley Barbour experienced, and obviously hurricane damage in Louisiana. Eric Cantor says we can't keep giving federal relief to disasters without paying for it elsewhere if we go over our regular allotment. And guess what? We're going over our allotment because the tornado damage has been so widespread and so unexpected as it continues to hit urban areas like Oklahoma City and like Joplin and like the towns in Alabama, Springfield, Massachusetts. So Eric Cantor has said, now, he says, I know America is just stunned with the scope of the devastation and loss and the horrific tragedy the people of Joplin have experienced other places around the country, and they're experiencing this tornado season. So then Eric Cantor comes up with the kind of logic that Republicans love that really makes absolutely no sense. He says, when a family is struck with a tragedy, like the family of Joplin, the Joplin family, this is Eric Cantor, the House Majority Leader. So when the family of Joplin is struck with a tragedy, let's say if this family had $10,000 set aside to do something with, say, to buy a car, and then they were struck with a sick family member or something, and they needed to take that money to apply to it, then that's what the way they would do, because families don't have unlimited money, and really neither does the federal government. The GOP, the leadership, and the constituency, the people in Congress, these guys are frickin' children. They're children who shouldn't be trusted with the budget. Look, man, the Congress of the United States and the federal government is not a frickin' family, Eric Cantor. And Haley Barbour knows that. And he has come out and said, hey, man, no, if we need to go over the budget to give federal money for disasters like Joplin, we're going to have to do it because the federal government is the only people with the money to help these people. So when Eric Cantor and these guys take charge of a budget, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. The family of Joplin. Let me tell you something here. Okay, so let's extend Eric Cantor's ridiculous metaphor a little farther out. Your family has $10,000 to buy a car, but your grandmother gets sick, you got to take care of her, you don't buy a car. Okay, suppose your family controls the most powerful military in the world and has the ability, with that military, to destroy the world 10 times over. That's what Eric Cantor is saying, because he's suggesting that the federal government is like your family. Well, then the federal government has a giant military, and your little family is fighting wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Suppose your family controls the currency, the dollar, and your family's currency, and only your family's currency, is the currency by which the world's economic system was set for decades and decades and decades. Say your family controls the neighborhood, and in order to control the neighborhood, your family taxes everyone else in the neighborhood, I don't know, anywhere between 20 and 35%, to raise money to pave the roads and to send all the kids to school and to give everybody driver's license. That's what your family does. Except that's not what your family does. It's what the federal government does, and it's not a frickin' family. And when Joplin is destroyed by a tornado, the federal government helps, not the stupid Cantor family. Idiot. And these people are going to be given some control. These people are the guys arguing, well, no, we're going to raise the debt ceiling unless we control it with spending cuts somewhere else. No, you clown. And they use this, and nobody says, what are you talking about? $10,000 that the Mankiewicz family has to pay for a car, and then somebody in the family, yeah, I'm not going to buy the car, but I don't bail the people of Joplin out. Your job, because you raise taxes. I pay my taxes to you, not the Cantor family. Idiots. Idiots, idiots, idiots. Not fit to raise taxes, not fit to take the taxes. Excuse me. They're obviously not fit to raise taxes. They won't do it. Not fit to take our tax dollars and decide how to spend it. Too dumb. Too dumb.
And a great place to launch your blog or website, HostGator.
I love HostGator because they have 24/7 customer service, which is completely necessary for people who don't know how to put websites together. People like me.
For $4.95 a month, that's like a latte at Starbucks. Unlimited bandwidth, unlimited disk space.
They have 4,000 different types of templates that you can use to create your website.
And they're super lib. They're 130% powered by wind energy. They actually are. It's completely green web hosting. For TYT viewers, HostGator is actually offering 25% off your first order or the first month totally free.
Go to HostGator.com and enter Young Turks at the checkout.
Plus, there's a 45-day money-back guarantee. Good night, Irene.